What's going on, crew? It's your boy again. Um, just want to quickly look at my line from yesterday. I only played one line. I had two, but I only played one. Before I even do that, I want to see what was the cash line in my triple ups. I'm pretty sure it was like a low scoring night. I played a lot of 25-cent entries. Those are my things. Triple up right here. Top 18. So the cash line was around 255, which is rather low. So it was a low scoring night. I settled at about 232 in my lineup right here. And I don't feel too bad about it because it's one of these strange nights where strange things happen. First of all, half an hour before a lot of news drop, Boban starting. So you know what type of night you're in for at that point. And then game started and just weird things. People started getting. He's never done that. Vaughn Lee, like let's say Vaughn Lee, are not a bad matchup. Then we heard that Jimmy Butler's playing. I think we knew that, but they said Tyus Jones will start after this big 50-point game from Derrick Rose. So that, and then there's some massive blowouts. Most of these games weren't close. Chris Paul drops a 70 bomb against the Nets, and I'm pretty surprised by that because that's not Chris Paul like. Oh, that's not the Nets like, I should say, because Chris Paul is a legend. He can do whatever he wants, but the Nets don't normally give up 70 points in a night to point guard. So Victor Oladipo had his one big game that he's been waiting for. The Clint Capella go off, that's a given. Any center against the Nets can do well. So that's that. I did have Mike Conley in my. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did have Mike Conley. I did feel good about him. That was good. Spencer Dinwiddie just reminded me why you just don't pay up for these bench players because game flow decides how much run they get. TJ Warren is a starter, but the fact that old dude came back today from the injury, it kind of messed him up. When I heard Boban was playing, I'm like, Vucevic is a lot, and that's a given. If you played Boban without the Vucevic, it's kind of weird because Boban is a liability on offense. Any center against Boban, you should just fire them up. And then even Siakam, he just came off of a couple 40-point games, and I should have knew to use caution because people were coming back. Like 2 or 3 of their players came back, so that's a lot of usage to go down, but a lot of blowouts, man. Like Vucevic would have did much better. He didn't play most of the fourth quarter. They got smacked by like 30 points. Ricky Rubio went off for 44, and I'm pretty surprised by that because Mike Conley plays good defense. So I guess it was Friday night. Dudes had their eyes on them parties and them Instagram models after the games. They just wanted to get out of there. So it was kind of lopsided, but I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad. I actually feel bad that I switched up my picks at lock, but even if I didn't, I still would have had TJ Warren and Exum out. I ended up chasing the Exum chart. So it was all bad. I'm on to the next day. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty sure there's nobody in YouTube chatting with me. Oh, I got company. That's what's up. Why is it looking like this? Why is it doing this? My screen don't normally look like this, but whatever. Rico Smith says I was trash today. Yeah, I think people that won today were people that makes many lineups, and hopefully they profited. But if you're a person like me who makes 1 to 2 lineup a day and you won today, then you either got lucky or you just were onto something and game stacked or used some type of strategy that worked out because um, today was just not a day that any kind of approach would work. It was just a tough day. I was looking forward to this stream. Yeah, I'm here, Jamie. I'm here. I'm here. I'm at work right now. I stay woke. I cashed on my cash line. Congratulations, man. That's what's up. Anybody that cashed tonight, you're pretty good. This was a tough one. Saint Case was good. He says this man can't sleep. I'm at work, Brody. I'm at work till 8 o'clock in the morning. So my little lunch break, just ate a little sandwich, came on here, chop it up real quick. Past the hour and a half. Let's get right into that slate, though. See what it look like. Let's attack it game by game and see if we can find that hidden gem that's going to take us to the $100,000. Indiana versus Boston. On the Indiana side, Boston gives it up to point guards more than any other position. It's arguably, you can argue and say that Kyrie Irving is not that strong of a defender. And a lot of point guards can have their way with him, right? But Darren Collison is just not someone that I look to from day to day. Maybe I should start because his price is getting painfully low for him. If you look at when he started the season, he was in the 5s. And then he went into the 4s. Now he's in the low to mid 4s. I'm not going to really jump on it quite yet because Chicago is an opponent that anybody could put up big numbers on. Knicks could be tough. He did 22. Portland and Cleveland are easy targets. San Antonio should have been a little easier for him. Minnesota, Def T, Brooklyn. I mean, a 4K price is not bad. It's not bad. I like it. Matter of fact, St. Case was telling me to look at Tony Parker. Maybe you should look at some Darren Collison, who actually gets to start and might have a little bit higher of an upside if he gets it going. But against Boston, they too well coached. I don't see anybody go crazy on Boston. So, but I do like Collison for that mere 4K price. I think that's a pretty interesting price. So, show that some consideration. Oladipo had a big game today. I don't think I'm going to chase it. I'm not really that interested. His price is down $1,000 because for one, it's Boston, and then for two, these prices came out before he went off. So I guess it's just based on the matchup. But yeah, I don't think I'm chasing on some Oladipo tomorrow. Oladipo for 7,700. I feel like I got better options. Tyreek Evans, Bogdanovich, these guys are irrelevant coming off the bench, right? Bench guys I look for after I get my nice lineup put together. I might consider some bench guys. Sabonis for 6K might be interesting, but again, he'll go from 46 to 17. And I did say it looked like every other game he likes to go off, so let's leave him alone. Myles Turner's a bum. All these dudes are bums. I used to like Thad Young back in the day, but he left Brooklyn, went to Indiana, and just fell off. I'm not really with it. So let's leave that alone. Check out some Boston. See what I like over here. I don't like to challenge Indiana when it comes to guards. So that eliminates Kyrie off the back. Jaylen Brown. Hayward might be safe because he's on the wings a little bit. But the one Boston player that I've been playing consistently, and I'll probably keep playing consistently, Marcus Morris. This guy is on the season averaging 28. He's 5K. In the last, every game I look, he's at 30. Do some little upside right here. He had a couple games where he got into the teens. And Indiana is a tough opponent, but the fact that they're coming off of a back-to-back, and this guy comes off the bench, so he'll probably, I don't know, I'm good. I like him, period. I like his consistency. he's just someone that I'm going to look at tomorrow. But other than that, I'll leave the rest of this team alone because they're going up against some solid defenders. And yeah, I'll just get Marcus Morris and keep it pushing. Let me know if you guys have any problems hearing me as well, because I guess when I'm at work, my reception is a little choppy. Let's keep it going. Charlotte versus Cleveland. Kemba Walker, for one, he's 9K. It's a little bit more than I would like to spend on him. And then for two, he's playing against Cleveland, which somebody might say, so what? But Cleveland starts, what's the dude's name? George Hill. Cleveland starts George Hill. And I don't like to challenge George Hill. And that's the reason why they tend to do so well against point guards, because George Hill is known for his defense. Someone mentioned Tony Parker to me. I mean, he's been consistent. He had some 40-point upside with 11 assists, 32, 24. So I can see Tony Parker being a popular play tomorrow, rightfully so. I just don't like the matchup. I don't like that he comes off the bench. But he's cheap enough to like. I do have my eye on another point guard off the bench that's cheaper, who I think could score just as much. So for right now, I'm going to chill off Tony Parker. But I can get it, though. I could sign up for some Tony Parker. I like it. Nick Batum. I like Nick Batum in this spot tomorrow for 6K. That's the most expensive he's ever been. It looks like Draftkings are just like inflating everybody's price for no reason. Like they'll just go out there having mediocre nights, and Draftkings are just up their price. I don't get it, but everybody seems overpriced on this slate. So I'm willing to spend maybe $100 or $200 more than I normally would. But the reason I like Batum here, my logic is that because it's a tough matchup for Kemba, Batum can go to work on Cleveland a little better. He got some scrubs on the wings that he's going up against. And then for two, I realized that Charlotte's offense kind of changed up a little bit since the first couple games of the season when Kemba was going off. They're giving Tony Parker more run. Sometimes they have Kemba and Tony Parker out there at the same time. And the reason why I feel like Batum and these guys were not able to do their normal work is because Kemba was taking so much usage and doing so much. But if the coach is going to neutralize that a little bit, because he's going to realize teams are going to start just locking down Kemba. But if the coach is going to neutralize that and start mixing it up a little bit, then guys like Batum, we know, can fill up the stat sheet in every category from left to right. And that's the type of guy I like. So he's someone that I'll strongly consider tomorrow as well. I wouldn't lock him in early in the breakdown, but I do like him tomorrow. I think the 6K might get people a little turned off. I think he'll be lower owned, but I'm definitely attacking some Nick Batum tomorrow. I do like the spot that he's in. Kid Gilchrist is another guy in that 4K range who shows some upper 20s, upside 30s, but then he could sink you as well. So I'm not really interested in those 50-50 plays. And that's it. On the Cleveland side, I'm interested. This team's still looking for their identity. They just got a new coach. No one screams at me. Jordan Clarkson, if he was a starter, I'll take it. But coming off the bench and now Sexton getting his opportunities and all that, just not really into it. Rodney Hood, Osman. I'm not into that. I'm not really. Let me see. Rodney Hood is sucks. He's not doing nothing. That 5K, he doesn't deserve that. Has he been doing something? That's what I'm saying. DraftKings is just. Oh, he had a couple games in the 30s, huh? Yeah, I mean, if you're a Cleveland fan and you live out that way and you got some type of like intel, you really watch their game and you understand these guys and you feel like this is a good spot for some Rodney Hood taking his 13. I mean, the fact that he went 1 for 9 and still put up 25, it kind of caught my interest because when he shoots just regular, he'll get you into the 30s easy. So he might be sneaky, man. I mean, This is how you get those hidden gems. He shot 1 for 9 and put up 25 points. So that means he's filling up the stat sheet. So this is a guy that you might want to consider. Somebody Hood. He look like he's getting consistent, doing good things for them. But I'm not. I don't feel like I have to really go there. I'm not a Rodney Hood guy, but I could see the vision. Larry Nance, if he starts, I like him, but they got him coming off the bench. And Tristan Thompson, he'll get you 20 points in the first half. You'll be like, yes. And at the end of the game, you'll get 4 more. You're pissed off. So leave Tristan Kardashian alone. Leave that situation alone. Atlanta versus Miami. Trae Young, he's getting cheaper. Everybody price going up. His is going down. Not interested. Jeremy Lin is getting a lot more run now. I guess they're trying to see what he got to show. Notice that Jeremy Lin's been getting more run. Maybe it's because been in some big time blowouts. These teams just getting smacked left to right. Not interested in nobody here, honestly. Bazemore for 6K. Torian Prince. Torian seems to be the guy that they want to go to the most, but he's shooting 3 for 12, 1 for 11. That's called a slump. And I'll wait till he get out of that before I even look his way. Bazemore. These guys getting smacked. So how am I supposed to know they're going to even be on the floor in the fourth quarter? They're just getting smacked left to right. Really not interested in it. It makes me kind of worried to even play this first guy right here that I'm looking at. But I'm going to play him anyway because 6K I think is a little too cheap for Goran Dragic. We just need mid-30s from him. I think he can do that with his eyes closed. He tends to do it in good matchups. He's a tough matchup kind of guy, and he'll kind of struggle. We see he got into the 30s against Orlando, Washington. Charlotte could be a tough matchup. He still did it. New York's playing pretty good D, and they washed them up. It was a blowout, so I'm pretty sure he didn't play in the fourth. I think this is the game where Gruder went crazy, so he didn't have to do too much. Portland, Sacramento, and then Charlotte here. So I like him for this price. On a night like tonight when a lot of people is overpriced, I'm just trying to find those people who's priced just right, and I'll take advantage of those situations. Like Magruder. I did like Magruder. I still do. I think Magruder can get back into the 30s, but if Goran's the point guard and he's bringing up the ball, I'd rather go with him versus a rookie that's undersized. I think he should be able to have his way early. Richardson, I think, is too much, 7,200. That's what I mean. They're overpricing these guys. That doesn't make any sense. I do like some Dwayne Wade, but he's now up into the 5s where he started in the low 4s. I don't get that. Next thing, too, is no, Dwayne Wade says he's questionable, but if he's more probable, this Johnson kid, they hate him. He's not going to get too much minutes. Goran Dragic is not questionable. He's probable. He just took a day off of practice for a so-called toe, but I think he'll play. Who am I missing? Whiteside and these guys. Olynyk for 5.7 again. I'm not really about to drop that. He's not a go-to for his team like that. You know what I mean? Like, Dragic is the man. That's like him and Whiteside, you could probably say the go-tos. So those are the people that I'm keeping my eyes on. And then Whiteside for 8K is too much. There's other people in the 8K range I'd rather look at. I think that's probably the highest he's been all season by a margin. So I think I'm not really ready to go there. All right. And looking at Charlotte, I didn't really pay attention to Cody Zeller. He was high on last slate. I didn't understand why, really. But I wouldn't really mess with it. No Cody Zeller for me. I mean, a starting center at 4K is normally good, but that's kind of scary. Let's check out Chicago versus Houston. On the Chicago side, I like this kid quite a bit. And I'm going to punt with him because he comes off the bench. And he's better than their start. He's the best point guard to me on that team. I don't consider Zach LaVine a point guard, but this guy right here is the man. He can shoot. He can score 26, 20, 27, 20. coming off the bench, playing on this whack team, getting minutes, probably more minutes than their bum-ass starter. So I'm going to go ahead and punt some Blackley because I like it. I think Blackley could take me to the finish line. Oh, he's just a point guard. And he'll give me some more money to spend. I do like Blackley right there. All right. And then I love this kid right here. The fact that he went to Indiana and still made value today. He only played 24 minutes because he was in foul trouble the entire game. And he still made it to 6 times. His price is still the same. I am all over it. I love this kid right here right now. From a fantasy point of view, I don't want to keep missing out on this piece of gold right here. It's a gold mine. Just got to play him. Just ask no question. Play Wendell Carter Jr., I think. Just can't go wrong at 5K. He's about to be like 7K just now. And don't wait till you get there to start chasing him out. Jabari Parker's a bum to me. Look at this guy. This is the guy that was like 85% owned the other day. Because he had a couple games. All right, we're not going to keep going there. Let's keep it moving. On the other side, Chris Paul. This is the day I do like Chris Paul. Not just because he just had a big game, but anybody that's aggressive on the ball against Chicago you want. Even James Harden, they say he should be back tomorrow. He's probable. I would say play him if you got it to spend 11K and you got a comfortable lineup around him. I would say go ahead and just play him. I like the spot that he's in, both guards. And the rest of the team, I guess you just gotta maybe some Capella again, right? Capella just went off, so people might feel comfortable chasing that. What happens if the Rockets decides to go small? I'm just never comfortable with this Rockets team, but I'm more comfortable with Chicago. That's why I like Blackley, because I know that Houston is playing no defense. This game is gonna be real high scoring. I really feel like I think I did throw Levine in there. I'm bugging if I didn't. I gotta go get some Zach LaVine. Anybody that's aggressive on the ball against either of these teams, you just want to throw them in your lineup because none of them playing defense. Houston traded away all their defensive players. Chicago just don't know what defense is. So it's going to be just back and forth. Two wide teams just showing out on each other. So, I mean, if James Harden come back, it might get out of hand, but even with James Harden and Chris Paul, the way that they started playing in the beginning of the season just didn't impress me. So that's it for that game. Terry said Indiana back-to-back and opportunity trumps matchup. Not on Kyrie, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm always for that, man. Just attack tired legs. If you feel like, you want to go grab some Kyrie Irving, go for it. I'm not a Kyrie guy, but I could see the vision. Hornets are searching for some sort of flow. Yeah. And that's why Kemba hasn't really found his thing, because at first it was just, damn, we're losing, give me the ball. He would just go off. But now they're trying to see how they're going to approach things moving forward. All these jacked up prices on DK trying to 4 stars and scrub lineup. Crap like that help out the 150 lineups guys more, like me. Oh, you mean the Sharks? I don't think so. Because all it's going to do is these balanced lineup I'm going to put out. Like today you saw 150 made the cash line. 250 made the cash line. And I think that's what it's going to do. Because the guys I'm picking, I'm projecting 6 times value. So I'm going to be in the upper 200s regardless of what they do. And all that stars and scrubs, just when one star busts, your whole lineup is done. Because now you got a bunch of scrubs around him that you hope and do well. But I'm looking at guys that's aggressive on the ball, heavily involved in their game. So I'm all right, whatever they want to do, just give me a price and I'll make the best of it. You know what I mean? That nice. San Antonio versus New Orleans. Love me some so I'm gonna do New Orleans first, right? Just to kind of thing. I'm gonna do New Orleans first. So Drew Holiday I like. I know it's San Antonio and whatnot, but he's kind of pricey. For that price, I'm looking for upper 8s. So as much as that's my dog and I like him, I think I had him initially and then I kind of backed off him. I don't really love Drew Holiday for that 8K tag. I like a low 7, not a high 7 Drew, which sounds kind of dumb when you look at it like, oh, what's the big deal? It just looks better in my lineup when he's low 7s, man. I don't know. I think a high 7s Drew Holiday is a little scary. But with no Alfred, you could punt some Tim Frazier, but I already got my little punt. I'm only doing one of those. It's not that type of day where I need more than one. But if you like Tim Frazier more, me too. I like him. I just don't like him more. And the role players, Etwan Moore and these guys, I'm not really with it. Again, 8K Miritich out of nowhere. I don't get it. I'm not doing that. But Anthony Davis, I wouldn't even play him. But they say he wanted to play yesterday, but the training staff didn't let him because of the elbow concerns. So it's a good chance that he's playing tomorrow. And it sounds like he is. It sounds like he just want to be on this basketball court, helping his team win games. So I think he's playing tomorrow. I don't want no parts. I'm good. I'm good right there. On the other side, San Antonio, guards against these guys are just everything. Now, if Anthony Davis doesn't play, then I might not be interested in this game as I am if he does play, because the person that I'm really interested in the most is DeMar DeRozan. And he's very expensive, and that is my pay-up guy of choice against New Orleans, where guards just tend to just abuse them. And the reason I'm big on DeRozan is because when the games are close, he goes off and he just takes over these games. And that's what I'm looking for in a player that's on the ball heavy. So I love DeRozan on San Antonio. He made my lineup for that reason. And then Brian Forbes, Patty Mills are role players. I'm not really into too many role players, Bellinelli and all these guys. But Rudy Gay also got my attention tomorrow. And I'm like, why not Rudy Gay? With Rudy Gay, you're going to get all the minutes. And he's back to like Sacramento pre-injury Rudy Gay. I see him out there snatching down rebounds, playing defense. He's scoring. He's shooting the ball well. He got a playing against a very whack New Orleans up-pace matchup, like the Lakers, like the Dallas. Indiana kind of slows it down a little bit. Phoenix was a wash. Lakers up-pace game. He's in the 30s. I think he's going to stay in the 30s. He's finding his way with DeRozan, and he's doing well. He's one of my favorite players right now in San Antonio. And I just like him and DeRozan stacked together against New Orleans, which tends to put out high-scoring games every game they play because they play no defense, and they like to push the ball themselves. So give me some Rudy Gay with DeRozan, and I'm happy with that. I'm good. Aldridge is in consideration too, but I haven't been feeling Aldridge like that. He's more. It looks like he's fine just playing defense, while Rudy and DeRozan go out there and play offense. And then when dudes start to double, they just pitch him the ball. He'll do that little whack fadeaway that he does. That's what I'm starting to see happen out there. So I'm good with Rudy Gay and DeRozan. I'm satisfied with those two. And that's it. That's it for that game. Denver game. Jamal Murray got my interest, and I think that's what I did. I came off Levine and went Jamal Murray instead. I was on Twitter chopping it up with St. Case, and I realized that the fact that Ricky Rubio, Mike Conley just took it to Ricky Rubio. Shelvin Mack came off the bench, was taking it to Utah. Plus, they're on a back-to-back, and they're going up in the altitude. It's going to be hard for them dudes to catch their breaths tomorrow, I'll be honest. And Jamal Murray is what I want for the 6,600. His price didn't get too crazy. He's on the ball a lot. And somebody might see this and get discouraged, but it was a blowout. He only played 23 minutes. But look, the man in close games is going to give you 40 minutes right here. 30 minutes right here. So for 6'6", I think give me that. If I get 40 out of him, I'm very happy. If he give me mid-30s, I'm satisfied. Anything less than that, then I might have a problem with old boy. All right. And then that's it for this game, really. I mean, can't forget Utah is still a good defensive team. They're a little banged up, but I don't want any role players. Gary Harris should be okay. Who they started today? Grayson Allen. If they start Grayson, I don't know about Grayson Allen's defense or nothing. I'm not really too up on Grayson Allen, so I can't really speak on his game. But that first place rank might be a little deceiving because it's not Mitchell. And I think Mitchell plays decent defense, so I don't know how that works. There are no role players, but Trey Lyles off the bench is interesting. We know that this guy, Monte Morris, is interesting. And then that's it. Jokic is in a good spot. Every center, even Gasol today was looking like the old Gasol against Gobert. Gobert used to be able to hold down the paint. And he's a good shot blocking presence, but I don't think he's stopping any centers right now. A lot of centers are having a good time with him. 9K is a discount versus what Jokic was. He's in the 10s and 9s. So his prices, they said buy low, sell high. That's the lowest he's been. He's about to be 8K next game, it looks like, in the 8s. So I'm just not a Jokic person. And I'd rather pay $9,400 for DeRozan than to pay this for him. But it's a good matchup. Playing a team that's tired, coming up in the altitude. I think Jokic is, if you're a Jokic person and Jokic has won you money in the past, and I'm saying I like Jokic tomorrow. I think he's in a good spot. So definitely consider some Jokic, right? Portland versus the Lakers on Portland's side of the ball. Dame Lillard, of course. You got to consider some Dame. First of all, these two teams played already, and they beat them. Dame put up about 45 for 10K. I want 15 more than that, and I don't know if he's going to be able to give me that. I don't think he's going to be able to give me that, so I'm going to chill. If I'm looking for 60, he's done that twice. Out of how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 out of 8 games. That's about 25% of the time. I'm not into that. And then CJ is kind of cheap, but every time I tell people don't play these. I mean, against the Lakers, yes. Maybe you should want what he did against them that game, 29. But these guys are not really putting up numbers consistent enough for us to keep throwing darts, hoping today's the day they break out of it. It's like every game, today's a day. And he just keeps disappointing. At what point do you say, oh my God, I'm just leave this guy alone? You know what I mean? Like, he's just a train wreck. It's a headache. I can't take it no more. So that's how I feel. Like, I haven't seen nothing like Kemba. It was on my little poop list for a little bit. And he got consistent to open the year. And I'm like, all right, I can start looking at some Kemba. And I played Kemba a couple of days. All right. But this guy here and Bradley Beal and these guys I wouldn't even mess with. Now, y'all know I love John Wall. John Wall is just one of the dogs. I play John Wall more time than not. But I don't know. Today I told you guys don't challenge Westbrook defense. Don't challenge Westbrook defense, man. They're playing defense this year. These bench guys, if you get them the right one on the right night, you'll be happy. But who knows, right? Who knows which one to pick? I wouldn't go back to Amino. I wouldn't do that right now. Coming off of that big game, I've never seen him do it twice in a row. I wouldn't really go back there. And then we got Collins has been pretty consistent. He just dropped in the low teens, but I think you could count on a bounce back game. I think Lakers was a game where he introduced to us who he was. Like, yeah, I'm Zach Collins. He came out and dropped 28 points on him. And now he's $1,000 more a week or two later. I'm not interested. I already got my one bench guy, and I'm just going to hold him down and chill. That's it. On the Lakers side of the ball, I think all these guys are overpriced. I'm not really interested in any of them. I'm not going to pay $6K for Kuzma. Rondo and Lonzo both come off the bench, getting minutes in the teens and low 20s. I think Rondo got like team numbers, 17 minutes the last game. Lonzo he played 33 minutes for $5K. That's interesting against Portland. Well, he did game 1. 19 minutes, he put up 15. So he looked like he could be a good point per minute guy. I could get on some lines on if I was playing 150 lineups. Josh Hart, all these guys off the bench, big rotations. And the thing about this team is the way that they put it together, they put a lot of ego players on this team, dudes that want to play. And then they got the young dudes that they trying to advance. So you got to tell me Lance Stevenson, you got to tell Rondo, you got to tell Londo, Ingram, Kuzma, you got to tell Caldwell Pope, who seems like he's just way getting out the rotation, but he's one of their better defenders. But you got to tell him you might have to settle tonight. You're looking at guys and you're like, we just got too many players. So the only person here that I like is JaVale McGee, and I think that's the end of my lineup. The reason I like JaVale McGee is because he's too efficient. He's like Boban with skills, you know what I mean? Very tall, wide wingspan. Every team he plays is in the 30s every night, consistently. I mean, it was a game against San Antonio, so that's what I'm saying. If you're looking at AD, Mirotic, and these guys, realize that Aldridge has given up most of his offensive responsibilities to DeRozan and Rudy Gay and he is playing defense. He's just down there protecting the paint, letting them guys run. So I could see why he was struggling against San Antonio here. But Denver, Minnesota, Dallas, Phoenix, all these guys in the 30s. Why would that not keep happening? No reason for it not to. So I'm going right back to McGee. I mean, I liked him when he was 5K, 4 and change. But they want 6 now. I'm going to give him 6. 7 is when I'm like, nah, I can't pay 6. Maybe they was 65. So he's right on the borderline. 64, yes. 65, no. I guess. I don't know. But it's my squad. It's the squad that I put together. I did it while I was at work, kind of bored. But I wanted to just verbalize the slate to make sure that this is how I really feel. And I think this is really how I feel. So, yeah, man. Run that play with confidence, and you should be all right. All right, let me read these last comments before I get out of here. LOL, missed that 80 burger for AD at your own risk. Yo, the price for AD is making it hard for me to have a nice lineup where I don't take big risks. So it's not that I don't like him. I don't like his matchup for one, but AD's a guy who's arguably matchup proof. But you're playing a team that's well coached, that got solid defenders. I don't think I need it. Rose killed the cash lineups. Carter's price stayed low on DK, but will skyrocket next game. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm on it right now. He about to be in the 8 category. 7K, 6,800, 7K. He gonna go the next one. He gonna go to like 62, 64, that range. Then he gonna go to like 71, 72, and that's when I'm gonna have to get off and find that contrarian pick. That's why everybody gonna be talking about. Oh, he's high. He's the best. These usage, and they're gonna have all these reasons. And I'm gonna just swivel off that. I'm not gonna lie. I played him like a week ago. He did bad. And I started dissing him up. Like, nah, he's a bum. She showed me. I'm on it right now. Rudy Gay's field goal percent is sky high, non-sustainable, but has a great role. 52% and 64% for 3, although he doesn't take that many. Terrible D. You think so? You think Rudy's due for a regression? I did see that he's shooting, but he was doing that though. Remember, this is what he was doing before he got hurt. When he was on his contract year in Sacramento before he got hurt, this is what he was doing on a nightly basis. Him and Boogie was playing together. That's what he was doing. So I don't know. I don't know if it's fluky or if he's just healthy. Finally, he's ready. So I think it's the later. I think he's ready. Turner is taking CJ's second unit assists away, I heard. Turner. I'm not into Turner. Turner had a decent game yesterday. I think I saw him getting it on. But maybe that's what it is. And if that's what it is, more reason for me not to want. Yeah, turn. Oh, 5K turn. I'm good, but he just had a big game. Oh, 7 assists. Yeah, it looked like he's handling the ball on the second unit. Maybe you onto something, bro. Not interested though. Lakers D is slight, big improve with the suspensions ended, but the offense is all over the place. I could buy into some of that. Yeah, that Dallas game. JaVale McGee really got the paint on lock, man. I'm surprised. Man, I love JaVale McGee, man. I love JaVale McGee. The Spurs stopped eating cold, but they tricked him into fouls. Yeah, young rookie mistakes. And that's the thing with this guy here tomorrow. But he's so cheap that I don't even care because you see what he doing in 20 minutes. And Capella's not really that tricky like Popovich and these guys been around. Capella's still a little bit like kind of like jumping around like a kangaroo. Nah. I don't know. I'm worried about him in foul trouble though. These rookies are known for that. All these rookies just can't keep it. Look at the one in Memphis. He can't stay on the floor for 10 minutes. Jaren Jackson Jr. kid. Oh my God. This guy picks up like 5 fouls in 3 minutes. Never seen that like that. But that's coming in the league. You gotta learn how to play with your legs and not your hands and get used to it. But that's my lineup. I think I'm gonna stick to it. I'm working, I'm tired. I'm gonna go home, sleep, wake up right before a lock. Not change my lineup, regardless of what news come out. That's the biggest lie I tell every stream that I make. I swear. But anyway, I'm out, man. Peace out, guys. Good luck tomorrow. Oh, before I go. I made my Twitter page private for you guys that listen to me. That I know a lot of people, they don't have Twitter. Twitter is one of those sites you don't need Twitter. You can just go on my page and see what I'm thinking, what I'm posting. A lot of people rely on that. But I had to make my page private. I win 3 slates in a row. And that's when the hate started coming in already. So I'm not entertaining no hate this year. So my way of just keeping evil spirits away from me and keeping the vibes good and strong is just ignoring all that, closing out my page so they don't have to enter my aura as I'm cooking up lineups. I don't need nobody in my inbox being salty. So I had to just kind of tighten up a little bit. I might open it back up. Because like I said, a lot of people, you shouldn't have to open a Twitter page just to see my lineup real quick. So I might open it back up. But for right now, let me keep away some of this negative energy and focus on making some good lines and kind of just control who's on my page and some other little sneaky stuff I saw going on. So I'm just trying to kind of surveillance the whole thing and see, because I'm not really a big social network guy. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have none of these stuff. I'm like a real old man at heart, girl. I'm not into this new school way that these kids are doing it. The Takashis and all that. I don't know nothing about it. I remember I was doing a stream last year and I think Drake was on Fortnite with whatever that video game it was. And somebody said it in my chat. I said, "What's Fortnite?" I'm like, "What's that?" And looking back now, it's funny because I really didn't know. That's the first time I ever heard of Fortnite was on a stream with you guys. So yeah, I'm an old man, bro. I'm a 32-year-old, 60-year-old man. I don't got no time for these socials and networks and all that. It's just not my speed. So anyway, enough of that rant. I'm getting out of here. Peace, love, blessings. Everybody stay safe, man. I'm out. Peace.